The NFL is on EA Sports as we come to you from Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson, California. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Dallas Cowboys and the Los Angeles Chargers. Here's Michael Badgley now to get this one started. And we are underway in Southern California. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Here we go. 52 right here. 52. Exit.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. On second and 9, Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play here for Dallas. 48 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. They'll run with Elliott. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. On second down, it's Elliott. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. A stop there on third. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on first and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I'd go right at him with another momentum play. I'd go quickly and attack him because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop him on third down.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. They'll try to run this one in, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers out first and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys and continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. Running on first down, Eckler. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. Second and 5 now. Rivers. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Sean Lee, the longtime vet, getting in and getting to the QB. On third down, Rivers. It's complete to Williams. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down. On fourth down, they snap it to Rivers. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Rivers. He's got Allen. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, 32 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And that is the definition of yards after catch. They go short on the pass, and the receiver does the rest.
Seems so harmless, doesn't it, to throw it underneath a short pass like that? But, boy, it gets dangerous in the hands of the right receiver as he makes a move and takes it the distance.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll try the right side with Elliott. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Here's Prescott. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
And I think the end result, knocking the ball away, was a product of understanding where they were on the field, understanding how many yards they needed to pick up the first down, and tightening their coverage accordingly. Gave them no gaps, no spaces, no real air in which to catch the football, and end up making a really nice play.
On fourth, they do snap it to Prescott. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. But he will be stopped behind the line as he will not come close to the marker. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Victory 90. Snap 180. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. All day, baby. All day.
Rivers now to throw on first down. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Off the edge, it's Tyrone Crawford with a sack. To try again after the sack. Rivers caught by Allen. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Check nickel. Big gas. Shoot. Check. Fresno.
On 3rd down, here's Eckler. Oh, he's got some breathing room. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. They had quite a hole to dig out of there on 3rd and long. Not able to get the first, but a pretty good-sized run.
A really good run, but how much confidence do you have in your next play call that you can sell to the head coach? Let's go get it on 4th down. Do you really have a play you believe in, or are you just hopeful?
Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. He's at the 50, the 30, 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. So they go on fourth down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
The Charger drive about to get going. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EAs. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. So now 2 pick sixes that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from
the sideline after throwing this second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head, walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right,
throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Chidobe Awuzie there to make the play in coverage. Partner, switching gears for a second, a really cool moment on Sunday night when Clay Matthews, former Browns linebacker, was inducted into Cleveland's Ring of Honor. And, of course, his son Clay was playing for the opposite team that night. It was a really neat moment.
Fantastic moment. And it's Clay 2 and Clay 3, correct?
Yes.
Dad is 2, son who's playing for the Rams now is 3. When he popped out there to see the
touchdown, LA! Austin Eckler, 51 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Prescott got his man there complete to Gallup. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Prescott. That's complete to Cobb. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 17 yards on the play there. The Cowboys have a first down. Now Prescott. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Intended that time for Cooper, and that'll bring up second down.
Second and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
And again, it's Prescott. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Here now, Brett Maher. He hit from 62 in his rookie season of 2018. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So that would have been something from that distance, but to no avail. Comes up empty as we have reached the intermission. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. But gutsy call there. You exit the locker room with a lead. Tried the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They were already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
Well, now they'll start 3 yards shy of midfield after that long 57-yard miss. On play action, Rivers. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Dontrell Inman, the intended target, but it'll be second down.
His struggles finding open receivers continue. I don't know the last time I saw him this inconsistent throwing the football.
It would be hard to find a date when he was this inconsistent. You know, in his locker, he keeps the word poise printed on an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. He needs to find that poise right now.
He certainly does. In fact, I would suggest he laminated.
That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Throwing Rivers, eluding the pressure right. That's complete to his tight end. This is Lance Kendricks. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first. From the red zone now, Rivers. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. To throw again on second down. Rivers. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively nice. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Elliott. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
We always hear about guys wanting to make plays that quiet a crowd.
Yeah.
After that one.
Here in the third quarter, they were hoping to get the stop, get the football back. Not the case.
What a completion on a 4th down play.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Prescott. And his throw here is incomplete. Blake Jarwin, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10. And I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 40.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Now back to the ground with Elliott. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Looking to throw. Prescott. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And unable to break away, they stop him a few yards shy. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. So Rivers will lead the Chargers out 1st and 10 at about the 32. To throw is Rivers. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, and he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. DeMarcus Lawrence able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. After the sack on 1st down, Rivers, and this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Granted, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Rivers hands off to Eckler. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first. Give him 9 on the carry, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down. Got a man, it's complete. Williams. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Offensive line wasn't set. There's the flag, and 5 yards back they go.
Quarterback has to look around and make sure that his team is ready to go. Sometimes the quarterbacks go faster than is necessary.
Here's Eckler. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd and 15 now. Rivers throwing middle, but it's incomplete. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away.
But there was no trace of nervousness there. He was able to diagnose that play from his linebacker position, stay in excellent coverage, and bat the ball away.
Kill. Check 43.
3rd and long for Rivers. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. He's got a 1st down past the 30 as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. That one good for 33 and a first. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. They'll run with Pollard. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Now Prescott. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. A give. Eckler running to the right. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Rivers. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They can still get into field goal range, partner. They got to work quickly, though.
I agree with you totally. Find a way to get the ball downfield and out of bounds. In a perfect world, they know what hash they want to get to for their kicker, and they already know the distance that he feels comfortable. That'll dictate what they do on offense.
See if they can get in his range. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Pollard. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 32-yard line.
And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So it all rests now on the right foot of Brett Maher. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And his kick is good. From 49 yards away, he nailed it. And it'll be a good time in Big D tonight. The Cowboys have won it. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Southern California, so long, everybody. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. Here's the former Cornhusker Brett Maher to get this one started. And off we go from Lambeau. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Green 18. Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
On first down, Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well. Rodgers now on first down. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold. So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now first and 10. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Rodgers going to throw. Flushed out right. The connection made. It's Graham. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. On fourth down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And that had far too much air under it. It's out of the back of the end zone, and the football will come out to the 20-yard line. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott, and he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Now Elliott. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Come on, fellas.
A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs, because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49, and they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Break. 58. 54, Mike. Come on, D. Here, Mike. Back on.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the 1st as well. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. We're scoreless after 1. Back for the 2nd quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Now they'll try the jet sweep here. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Green 18. Fuck, Mike. You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
Throwing on 2nd down. Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Defensively, it was Leighton Vander Esch up from his linebacker spot.
2nd and goal at the the 12-yard line.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Throwing now is Rodgers. And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A 12-yard touchdown grab as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They had the interception last time and led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 75 yards as they are now on the board here in the first half. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house. Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that? I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so. Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless. And that was amazing because that drive went. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand. A first down carry by Elliott. A tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Elliott running right. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey,
writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. 23 yards the pickup there. Rodgers now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and it'll make it a 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Now Rodgers gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. The left side throw complete to Adams. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 16 and a 1st down for the green and gold. Rodgers now 5 for 5 on the drive. He's responded after the interception. It's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Adams. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Rodgers will bring him up to the line, 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 6 of his throws on this drive. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And Graham's got it. Complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. This is taken at the 3. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dean Lowry in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Here's Elliott. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Caught the defense off guard there a bit on 2nd and long, but now you still have to deal with 3rd and long.
Yeah, you do, but you feel pretty good about the last play, don't you? And maybe it gives you a little bit of confidence dialing up the next one, and maybe your team will believe in it when you send it in.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. And he will take this all the way down to the Packers' 8. Now Elliott. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. This is Elliott. And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. Call that a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. The kick by Marr is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Throw left side complete. That's Adams. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams, 75 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag. Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. They go to Elliott again. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the counter, Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Prescott now. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. 16 yards, a first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And some room to maneuver. Past the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. He's got the hat trick now of rushing touchdowns. Also has his team the advantage.
And I'm looking at it 2 ways here. If I'm on defense, I don't care what they do now. I commit as many people as it takes to slowing him down running the football. Even if they want to hit me over the top on play action, I just don't let him beat me that way anymore. And if I'm him, I'm in the huddle calling the plays myself. I don't care what play call comes in. I tell my quarterback, guess what? You're handing it to me again.
And if I'm the quarterback, I'm saying, okay, that sounds good, right?
Smart quarterback.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Flush to his right. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect.
The football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Elliott. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Adrian Amos up to make the tackle. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Marr on for the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it down to a bunch of...
And he will go down, a Cowboys sack. DeMarcus Lawrence getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now it's Rodgers, and that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Rodgers now to throw. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. On first down, Elliott. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Elliott. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. But they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Open man is Allison, complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone, from Lambeau. The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago. This crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Dallas Cowboys.
You know what it is? Yeah.
It's the team of the 80s versus the team of the 90s. The Niners, the Cowboys, they're underway. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down. The give is to Elliott. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up. Hey, look, we got 47.
A first down throw for Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
Garoppolo completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one. And that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain.
I got you. White. You got tight. 2. You got tight. 2. Bravo.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. Man open, it's Goodwin. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Here I come. Watch twist. 13.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. 11 yards there, first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Hey, gun. I'm coming after you. Mike 5-4. 21.
Want that baby out, right?
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Robbie Gould on for the extra point.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find
that's the only touchdown you're getting,
and it often results in touchdowns.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
That's all you're getting.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And they give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 7 yards there and a 1st down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 47. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Started the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. They're on the march, but facing a 3rd down here. They'll try the sweep with Elliott. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And finally marked down at the 23. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Then he'll give it here to his running back. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, 26 yards, as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
7 yards there and a 1st down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out that heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion. Rolling to his right.
Give me that.
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Sean Lee, the linebacker, able to get a hand in coverage. With that incompletion, we step league-wide for a second. I want to discuss Saquon Barkley's injury. Obviously, that hurts the Giants, who are having a quarterback change. And, look, Daniel Jones looked good, but they're going to need Saquon Barkley in that backfield.
In a big way. Not just as a runner, obviously, but his ability to catch the ball in the backfield, make plays in open space. 4 to 8 weeks with a high ankle sprain. Horrible news, not just for the Giants, but how about fantasy football teams? All right, if you got Saquon Barkley, many of you selected him at #1 in your draft. Now he's going to be out for a decent portion of the season.
You better hit your waiver wire and get Wayne Gallman quickly. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. There's Garoppolo to throw.
Give me that.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's been my observation. There's been a nice variety of play calling defensively.
Oh, playing this damn
you and I often
Madden.
talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter.
Yeah,
The time
so
to
she'll
change
put,
things.
being a,
2nd and 10. Garoppolo, he almost had
most
it.
definitely.
The big D
She needs to
lineman
smoke ASAP.
nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete.
Well, we thought she was going to have it last night because she went to the doctor and they were trying to get her to, so she'll go into labor, but she ended up didn't go, so, and she's still up moving around right now.
Back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
She 3 centimeters when she went. Like 5 or 6 or something like that. Or yeah, you're right, because I think a 6 is completely dilated, but yeah.
You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline
Yeah, I ain't
motioning.
doing too much.
Hey,
I just been sitting there
Why
playing
not a
this
penalty?
game. I ain't been doing the live feeds lately, but now I am. I'm on live now. So I got it recording live.
And forces 4th down.
But I just man. I'm waiting to come up on something so I can get me a fucking laptop so I can stream on Facebook live. What'd you do? Oh, I know. That's what I'm saying. I just need something. I need something, man. But I ended up now I'm doing a Fat Boy call. Had me. He told me to call him last night, so I'm doing all of his martyr whatever. So I'm his moderator now. So I'm just trying to get close to him so he can tell me how he's doing it.
Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist
to I was going to do that, then after that, just fucking leave, not mess with it no more with him.
Momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Yeah.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to
Orlando. I just need to get a hold of a good laptop.
Highlights and analysis of this first half of action.
What'd you pay for it?
And the tackle there by Quan Alexander.
Yeah, see, when I looked at him at that big one, that American one, that shit was like, when I looked, that shit was like $1,200.
Can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a game. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
That winds up being a
I'm going to get one though here shortly. That's all I need.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept
just playing regular, then I started just now doing the YouTube shit again.
Look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed,
man, I feel like getting one on there is somebody. I just feel like it's going to be all fucked up, and I won't know until I get back to the pass.
Escaping the pressure comes and he goes down.
Yeah.
Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Credit the sack to Fred Warner.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost
Remember,
guaranteed.
my mom's got that one that she got from me.
Late game situation, maybe even 4th and inches.
Yeah, I know. I seen it at her house. I was
like,
like,
set up in prime position, going the other way.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. I didn't open it up. I just seen it over there.
Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. They'll buy some time right.
But damn, that was when they had that fucking bus or whatever.
Didn't even come close to sniffing the end zone. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll make it second down.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't even think it's that. It might be right at that. But yeah, I just been sitting over here playing this game every day. That's about it, and going to fucking work. But I want her to have this baby so I can get my days off. That's what I heard.
Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerry.
I mean, she's due really on next, well, I'd say next Wednesday, but Thursday at 5 in the morning is when she's really due. But hopefully, I think it's going to come between now and Saturday. That's what I think, but we'll see. I'm just ready to get back to normal. Huh? That's true. True that, but she's been trying to walk, so I'm gonna go with her. We went walk around the neighborhood a couple of days ago.
Trusty veteran able to knock it through, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. Now the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
11, 11. 54. No chance. Shoot. Watch the shoot.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. read the pressure, and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
On first down, here's Breida. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Here we go.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
54. Man. Watch your slap. Watch your slap. 12, fellas. Here we go. Check 26. Check 26. Man.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Ooh, with a juke. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he'll take it down shy of 45 at the 46. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Watch the screen. Pass.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo steps away. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 19.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Garoppolo in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Marquise Goodwin there to make the grab. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold to add the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
And a Cowboy first down.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
56, right there, 56. 6 man.
On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. Caught by Cobb. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. A costly penalty there. A lineman got downfield, and for the moment, that cost him 6 points. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And the Niners get there and bring him down. D Ford in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. Prescott to throw it. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And a great return